I love dancing. Love dancing. And it's not because it is such a beautiful way to come into movement and be with your body, to enjoy sound and music, and to allow that inner child that lives in all of us space to move, to be in play and joy. Dance is a healing practice. If you look at all of the tribes anywhere in the world, there is dance at the core of ceremony, of gatherings, of healing. And there is singing. Voice and body, and the body is, or the voice is part of the body, they are our tools that we can use in our healing and releasing and self-love, care, maintenance, program that we can build for ourselves. We have everything that we need in order to release, to come back into our center, to move through pain, through grief, through fear, through sadness, through trauma, through joy, through love. The sexual energies, they all move inside of our body, and dance is a beautiful and easy way to allow emotion to be expressed, diffused, and released. Now, what does that mean? What does it mean? Emotion. Yeah, so I dance with my emotion. What, do I step into sadness and then just start dancing the sadness? That's one way. The first step that I would always guide you into is to feel that emotion. So not just going into the story, and sometimes the story can help get you there. Whatever it is that's occupying your mind in story that has you feeling sadness. Sadness is an emotion that is connected to our lungs in the Taoist view. And it's connected to our heart center. Everyone would say, like, I'm sad in my heart. They might not say that exactly, but they'll connect it to, heartache or pain, connected to the heart center. In the Taoist view, they connect it with the lungs, which is not that far away, because when you feel sad, it feels hard to breathe. When you go into grief, like into the layers of sadness that there can be, it can feel very contracted and tight in our chest. And we hold a lot here. Now, it could be that you experience sadness in different parts of your body. I want you to drop the story of the sadness. You step into it using your story, and then locate where it lives in your body. Put on some music that might even, have you stepping into and evoking a sadness and movement inside of the body. So music can help. We're trying to open our bodies and ourselves to allow this energy to start moving. And if you need music or need a memory or a person or a circumstance in order to be able to get you there easily, then do what you need to do to get there. And then with the music, with your body, and knowing where it's located inside, really tuning in, closing your eyes, going in to feel where it lives and allowing it expression. And I know it takes a long time for some people, not for everyone, to really allow yourself to move without judgment. But it takes practice, and that's literally it. The more you practice it, Perhaps you'll be thinking too much the first time and going like, okay, my sadness is here. How do I dance to open here? What are the movements that I need to do in order to open there? It doesn't mean necessarily that you're going to only be dancing with your chest. But when you focus on the sensations that you experience in your emotion, as you're moving, you'll become aware of different things that are happening inside of your body and start moving into allowing the body to move you instead of guiding the body into movement. Anger. It's another huge emotion that moves from our base, moves up and out. In the Taoist view, it's connected to our liver. If anyone that you know, and yourself included, if you watch what happens to their body when anger, frustration, rage is there, there's a big disconnect with the legs, with the feet. There's really something that comes from our base of our torso and moves up, and you want to spit fire. It's that dragon energy. So if you bring that, using what you need, maybe you need music, maybe you need to bring up a certain circumstance or situation in your life that elicits anger inside of you. And then you allow yourself to start moving. Now, your dances may not look like a dance. Sometimes we have to allow the body to repeat a movement almost as if it's unwinding what got wound up in the first place. So we're tuning into our body memory. And the more, if you end up in a repetitive movement or stomping or whatever the movement is, and you start judging, this is not really a dance, see if you can allow it to happen. It will shift. It will change. And that unwinding is so important. If we can step into surrendering and allowing it to happen, instead of judging like, what is this that's going on? Or this is silly. This is stupid. And judging ourselves and putting all kinds of labels and restriction to the movement. And we restrict our dance by, trying to qualify what is a dance and what is not. And so letting go of that, allowing your anger, your sadness, your fear, your grief to move through the body. Now, fear is another beautiful one that is very mental, and it also lives in the kidneys. And so, finding movement that may move throughout the whole body, that might open those parts as well, but it may not be restricted to that. And it doesn't need to be. So opening yourself, I know sometimes when we listen to these kind of podcasts and we hear some kind of suggestion, like, put yourself in a bubble or move in a certain kind of way, or invite a blue light in. And then you might get stuck on, does it really have to be a blue light? Can it be a golden light? Mine's actually green, or it's changing colors, so I must be doing it wrong because it's never blue. Let that go. Let that go. It's all okay. Be with what happens in your own experience. And so there's no one movement that I'm going to share with you that is going to support you more with expressing your emotions through dance. The first step is truly to slow down, feel where the emotion lives inside of you. And if it's really screaming from one part of your body, breathe, be with that. Notice what it actually feels like. Like, what is the temperature? What is the pressure? Is it contracted? Is it open? Is it pulsing? Is there a tingling? Is there a different vibration? Is it like radiating through you? Is it moving in a certain direction? Are there body parts that you feel and body parts that you don't feel? All of those things. And then choose your music. If you haven't already chosen it, put it on. Close your eyes, tune into the sensations, and allow your body to respond and connect with the music. Allow your body to open up to allow that emotion to pass through. I'd love to hear your questions, because there are a lot of questions about this that I'm answering in my weekly classes, in my one-to-one coaching. I want you to be able to feel what is right for you. So if you have questions, please reach out. I'm really open to responding to that. I'm really happy to do that. And to take time out after your dances to just either stand or lay down. A minute is all you need to integrate, to feel what has shifted in that dance. And it can be one song. It doesn't have to be more than one song. It can be, but one song is enough. And if you do one song a day to move your emotions or to move the stress and the burdens that you carry around with you, it will clear so much energy that's going on inside. And perhaps you need longer. If you're going through a rough time, if you're walking yourself through deeper worlds of emotion, dance might not be the only thing that you need, but it is a valuable tool to walk and process and release and be with what is there, giving it space. And because emotions are really part of the body energy, and that body is one of the most efficient ways of allowing it to flow through, to be released. Have fun with it. I so love to dance, and it doesn't only have to be powerful emotions that we interpret as being negative. Emotion is just energy. And so if you are really in love or feeling a lot of joy, or you're feeling, the seasons are changing as I'm filming this, and it's moving really into feeling of spring, and we're moving to more light and towards summer, and the weather is starting to change and get warmer, and all of those things, evoke different emotions. And so you can dance your joy. You can dance your summer or spring. You can dance your moon or lunar energy and that connection. You can dance your essence. You can dance your emotion. You can dance it all. Have fun with it until we meet again.